Yeah, hi. Yeah, I did some work on encryption and signing stuff in the last months. Nothing which goes really deep into the logic, but mostly stuff about the UI. Some basics. LibreOffice basically supports signing files and encrypting files, ODF files, but also some other formats. And yeah, you can do signing with X509 or with OpenPGP, and you can do encryption with OpenPGP or with a password. So basically, sounds very nice, but what about key management? Yeah, okay, that password stuff is pretty fine. So I mostly talk about the other stuff when you use X509 or PGP. So LibreOffice has no own key management. It leverages existing software, and and which software it actually uses for that depends on which operating system you run on or which additional software is installed. So yeah, it's getting difficult here. So let's see for OpenPGP. In case of OpenPGP, so OpenPGP is the actual standard. I'm always trying to use the correct terms here. OpenPGP is the standard. So GPG or GNU-PG is one implementation, and that's the implementation LibreOffice is using. And there's even a button in LibreOffice, GPG Certificate Manager, and if you click that button, yeah, it depends very much on which operating system you use, which program will come up then. I just put here a list, see for your own, and yeah, that can differ a lot. Some of these tools even support not just PGP keys, but also X509 keys, but you will never see the X509 keys managed by those tools in LibreOffice, because for X509, LibreOffice exclusively uses either, when you run it on Windows, the Windows Certificate Manager. There is a UI you can call for that, which is kind of commonly known, the name, it's a certmanager.msc. And if you don't run on Windows, those X509 keys always come from NSS profiles. So NSS, I think Mozilla made that library. I'm not completely sure. At least it's a crypto library used by the Mozilla products. So when you want to manage your keys, you start up a Mozilla program, like usually Thunderbird, but you can also use Firefox or SeaMonkey, and there you have to manage your keys. And which Mozilla profile is actually used, you see it can be either Firefox or Thunderbird, and for Thunderbird you may even have multiple profiles. So which one is actually used, you manage that in the LibreOffice options. So quite some possibilities to see here. So this is how it looked for quite some time. This screenshot is especially from LibreOffice 7.4. So a very nice thing here is the password dialog. So when you want to sign a document, then this password dialog might come up, and a normal user might see being asked for enter password to open file NSS certificate DB. So a normal user just will understand nothing. And yeah, also the button start certificate manager, there's been a lot of confusion because normal users didn't know that this is just about GPG certificates and not about X509s. So users were asking, why are my X509s not showing up when I start up the certificate manager? Yeah, so I did some changes to that, so it's not really great now, but at least the user has some points where he can start thinking. So in a way of saying which Mozilla profile or NSS profile is actually being asked for the master password. And in the upper part, we also say that in case you have no password, you don't get that password dialog, but you have the other dialog you see there. So it shows the profile in case you run on Windows. It even says, yeah, this is from the Windows Certificate Manager. So some improvements there. Hey, what did you do to my slides, Thorsten? Yeah, this should have been a nice table which should show you the full confusion of which file formats support what. Okay, I'll try to scratch that together from my brain. So ODF file supports pretty much everything: signing files, encrypting files with passwords. DocX supports everything with X509, but no GPG. And no encryption, yeah, only with password. And it's complicated. The next line is the old legacy doc format, and the last line is PDF files. PDF files, you can sign them with X509. So yeah, it's a pretty complicated table, but good for you, you don't have to see it. So yeah, the logic, for example, for the save dialog is quite complicated to handle that. And there were some problems. I fixed a few of those. For example, you could always check the box GPD encryption, and even when you saved a plain text file, or like a doc file which never supports GPD encryption, it said just, yes, file is saved, but actually you got a plain text file, and when you upload it somewhere, or yeah, you might have a data leak. So bad. So that's fixed with LibreOffice 24.8, I think. There's still some stuff broken. I put some bug numbers here. When you saved a PDF file and signed it, there was also the problem that it didn't tell you that you can only select from X509 keys. There was a lot of user confusion about that. So yeah, there's still a lot to go, and I think to say it's a really great user experience there is still a far way. But I think for now it's again at least usable when you know what you are doing. Thanks.